Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, El Rey Lounge de Versalles, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Monzon Brewing Company, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together here on Facebook and on YouTube. Perdón. It is such a pleasure to see you on this lovely morning. It is Friday, 16th of May, and I would like to start by acknowledging that I've had a senior moment, and I will open the question early on in the broadcast to find out, when did you have your last senior moment? You know, I've been having senior moments since before I was a senior, but my latest senior moment, and I'm happy to share because I feel like I am among friends, is all this week I've been going along with the fact that I'm going to Guadalajara 2 weekends in a row to see concerts. And and in my mind, I'm going to Guadalajara this weekend. So I've been thinking about going to Guadalajara this weekend. My reservations were paid. My bus ticket was paid. Everything is paid. And last night, I find myself, and you can laugh with me, please. You can laugh with me. You won't hurt my feelings just because you won't. So last night, I packed, and everything was ready. And I looked at my checklist of things that I needed to do. And I pre-programmed my, I have a senior moment almost daily, but who's counting? Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for your empathy. I pre-programmed Coffee and Headlines for today and tomorrow. And oh my God, Karen says, I can't remember when I had my last senior moment. I suppose that is a senior moment. Anyhow, I'll look at your comments later, but let me finish my story. Let's just say that I set my alarm this morning and I made it as far. I mean, I even popped my Dramamine so that I would fall asleep on the bus. And that's why I'm feeling a little loopy right now, because the Dramamine has taken effect. Long story short, my trip to Guadalajara is not today. It is a week from today. Don't ask. You know, I mean, I've been doing senior moments for a long time. I mean, I've put the coffee pot in the refrigerator by mistake, but this one takes the cake. I mean, this one takes the cake. So here I am. So I don't have as many news as I usually have because I didn't have time to do my research. And God knows I'm going to go back to sleep. I got up really early this morning to catch a 7:30 bus. And I had everything written down on my calendar, and I had everything written down on my to-do list and so forth and so on. I made sure that I had my tickets for the concert and my reservation for the hotel. Did I bother to take a look at the date? No. But, you know, I'm grateful that I have such a wonderful life and I can laugh at this. And I'm grateful for the fact that I'm sitting here with you this very fine morning. So once again, if you're comfortable sharing your latest, most fabulous senior moment with the rest of us, and we can all laugh with each other, not at each other, and feel free to laugh with me or feel free to laugh at me. It's okay. This is Coffee and Headlines. We have a couple of news items that I would like to share, and I have this wonderful, wonderful interview with Amy Armstrong and Sargento Dan for their upcoming performance this coming, I think it's the Tuesday, the 20th I need to look at my calendar more frequently. Let's start with the news. Uh, so Mayor Munguia once again is doing his what are they called, his cosplay shot. Although he's not wearing a lifeguard suit, he has inaugurated another watchtower, another lifeguard watchtower here in Puerto Vallarta. This one is on Playa Joli, right behind the La Isla shopping mall. Yes, that's usually our Cacawater beach, but apparently it's safe to swim. So there you have it. I don't know what's going on lately with jellyfish, so I don't know that I would want to go swimming, regardless of whether there is a tower or not. This is the fourth one. Again, there is now one at Camarones, Flamingos, and Los Muertos Beach. Also, I want to let you know that Vallarta Pride kicks off tomorrow, and Banderas News has put together a helpful article outlining some of the events that will take place between tomorrow and the 25th of this month. This is when Gay Pride will take place here in Puerto Vallarta. Last but not least, as you know, Mayor Munguia and the governor of our state have been working very diligently at making this so-called nautical ladder, or the Maritime Connectivity Project, work and prosper. They're building new piers here and there and so forth and so on, so that in some future, you might be able to get from point A to point B by boat instead of by car. Not a bad idea if they can make it work. But whereas their intention was to also connect with Bahía de Banderas, the mayor of Bahía de Banderas, Hector Santana, has stated his position on this issue and has said, no gracias. It's not for me. It's not for our municipality. He's not in favor unless it is considered as an emergency route in case of a collapse of land access to the airport. So if Puerto Vallarta or the state of Jalisco was hoping to do water taxi ferries or some chingadera like that to go to places in the northern half of Banderas Bay, it ain't gonna happen. We're still going to, I suppose, have our state's version of the nautical ladder. See, I cannot even speak eloquently because I took a Dramamine. Why did I take a Dramamine? Because I thought I was going to Guadalajara this morning and not. Anyhow, if you have a senior moment that you wish to share, today is your day. We will commiserate and laugh with you. There you go. Now, let's take a quick look at the weather forecast. My goodness. Don't worry, meatbag. I won't use the weather to kill you. A sentient supercomputer's got to have a code. Okay, that's lovely. 27 degrees right now. Humidity is at 61%. Our weather forecast is the following. We're going to have a humid day with mostly clear skies throughout the day. A high of 30, a low of 20. Then tomorrow we can expect, and we'll be here, not in Guadalajara, a humid day with mostly clear skies, a high of 30 and a low of 20. And we wrap up the weekend on Sunday with another humid day with mostly clear skies, a high of 31 and a low of 20. Moving right along, of course, regardless of whether I'm going to Guadalajara or I'm not going to Guadalajara, this is a perfect weekend to be working on my upcoming music appreciation presentation, the one about the concerts that I'm going to go to see a week from today. So, if you know the music of Maurice Ravel, great French impressionist composer, and you would like to learn more about Ravel's music, then we must get together this coming Thursday, May 22nd at 5 o'clock at the Joint Boutique Hotel so that I can share some of my favorite Ravel. And it's going to be really, really wonderful. We'll start with his piano music, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then we will move on to small ensemble pieces and then taking a look at some of his huge orchestral and choral works. If you don't know Ravel's music and you want to relax and have like a wonderful auditive mind trip, then this is great music to enjoy. And now I think it is time for my interview with Amy and Sargento. As you know, they are doing this performance called Happy on Tuesday, and I can put it up here on the screen so that you know what we're talking about. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And rather than telling you about it, I might as well just start the interview, and I'll see you afterwards.
Whoa.
God.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay, I will edit that from the
Okay. Okay.
fuck. No, okay.
No, don't edit that.
No, I will because I've already no, we have to edit that.
Right.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God. I can't believe we're here again.
I know.
Yes, Amy, Armstrong, and Sargento Dan. And today we are going to talk about something very specific. And it's called Happy. And before we go there, I have to say how happy boom, boom, I was when I realized that the two of you, A, are collaborating on a show, and B, that the premise of the show is so silly.
Of course.
I was going to say another word that starts with st, but it's not st, it's silly.
Yeah.
How did you guys come up with the idea?
Well, you know, I was thinking about for this week, everybody wants to be so serious, and there's a lot of wonderful issues, obviously, for Gay Pride Week and a lot of stuff like that. But I also thought, because of how crazy the world is right now, and everybody gets so stressed out, let's just have fun. Let's just enjoy. I want you guys to sing along, dance, be silly with one another, enjoy each other. And it's for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, bi, transsexual, pansexual. I don't care. Everybody can come to the show and enjoy something from it.
Silly sexual.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm pretty
love it.
silly when I'm sexual most of the time.
There you go. So had you collaborated together before?
No, we knew each other because I met him at open mic night
Of
with
course.
Gouda Gabor.
Yes.
That's how I first saw him last year, and we became friends. Right away, I just came up to him. I said, I love your voice. I love your personality, your emotion. I could tell right away it was somebody special. And I knew he was going to make a splash the next year, and he did.
I know.
And wait, he's got to tell you about some things. I'm going to give you the stick because you're going to have to tell people about how wonderful you are.
Yeah. and even before we go into Happy, how is Mentiras doing?
It's doing amazing.
The Mentiras experience.
Yes, the last show is happening this Sunday 18 at Nacho Daddy, 7 p.m. Get your tickets online. And oh my God, I love that show. It's going amazing. Closing night is going to be great. I hope to see you guys.
Do you think you're going to bring it back next season?
I have some plans around that. Yeah, also I'm thinking about doing it in full Spanish, but let's see how that goes.
Okay.
I'm negotiating stuff there. Yeah.
So I always want to talk about a million things with you guys, but let's first nail down the specifics. You are doing a show called Happy. It's taking place on the 20th, one time only. I have questions about that because I'm not the one that's always on stage. You guys are. On the one hand, one would think that if you do a show so many times, it's too many times. But if you only do a show once, then are you giving it a chance to evolve or get legs? I mean, what led you to decide to just do one?
We're both involved in different shows.
Okay.
And we decided for this show, we wanted to do maybe one or two that would be something somebody else would hear from our shows, but we really wanted to focus on new stuff. So our big thing was, let's do a show that's new, which, by the way, anxiety and stressful, but also very fun because we wanted to show people new music. And that's the thing about keeping yourself fresh and reinventing yourself, which is something I've done all of my career. So when I suggested this to him, I said I want to do new stuff that we usually probably don't do in our other shows. You know, because we're both involved in all different shows. I have 2 shows a week. He's got the Garbo Sing Along. He's got the Materials Experience. He does stuff at Act 2. He's very busy as well. So we decided we were going to do some songs together, some duets together that maybe you hadn't heard before with us. I enjoy his voice. I think we blend very well. I think our styles are fun. We're both, you know, different generations, obviously.
You're
But
both children.
well, no, I mean he's a child, but I'm like more. I'm like I feel like I'm just honored to be on the stage with him because I love his energy and what he has to offer. And you know me, a lot of times it takes someone pretty special for me to collaborate with. You know, I guess I'm a tough sell when it comes to stuff like that because I'm always striving for the best that I can possibly be when I perform, as you know.
Speaking of performing, who is going to join you on stage as far as musicians are concerned?
Just Mimi on guitar.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is going to be absolutely delicious.
And he's so excited about it. He loves playing. He already told me. He's like, he enjoys Sargento and me, which I'm glad because we've been performing together for 8 years. But you know what he said yesterday we had a rehearsal and he said to me, he goes, I got your back and I have Sargento's back. Don't worry. And I never worry because I know that man has my back. And he's such a talented musician and he feels the music just like we do. In fact, he said he loved the music that Sargento chose because not only are we doing duets together, Sargento's doing a couple of beautiful numbers in Spanish as well. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
very happy
wonderful.
about it.
That is wonderful. So a night of songs in English, a night of songs with duets, some songs in Spanish, all accompanied by acoustic guitar.
Yes.
That is so beautiful because it's just music as its essence. May I ask a question?
Sure.
I You just told me there's been a friendship, there's been a sense of appreciation of what each other does. What is something that the both of you learn about one another through the process of creating the show that that came as a surprise? Like, what did you learn about Sargento that, oh, I had no idea?
Well, I knew that he was always very good at learning new songs. He's very good at emoting new songs, which was great. But what I do love about us is we're very good when we practice together. We're both like kind of on the same page with stuff. And I think in a way he's a calming presence for me because I tend to get a little high strung when it comes to, you know, I'm always one like practice, 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 let's go. And finally I like let go and said, let's just have fun and enjoy ourselves. And he's all about that. Someone's having a fresh coffee right now.
I know. Well, it's part of the soundtrack of Café Rio.
No, but it
yes.
smells delicious.
It
But
smells delicious.
and he's open to new things.
Uh-huh.
So the thing is my show is very different from other shows that he's been involved in, and I know that. And I have a different style of what I do. I'm very glad that he gets me, and I get him.
What about you, Sargento? What is it that has surprised you the most about collaborating with Amy?
Well, I think we have different styles, yes, but we're kind of similar at the. I mean, we like talking to the audience. Not a lot of people like talking to the audience, and we do, and we joke a lot around. But at the moment of putting the show to,
What?
I thought you were stopping me.
No. I was trying not to cough. No, please.
So, at the moment of putting the show together, I realized we were. She's more artistic, flowing with the vibes, and I'm more like. Boom, boom, boom.
Sargento.
I'm a Virgo. Yeah. But it has been fun because I've been learning to work that way, and yeah, it has been fun.
Now, you've been here for a long time. You've been here long enough that you have an amazing following. Let us take a moment to acknowledge some people that may be watching, that may be thinking, who the fuck are these two? So, Amy, I can talk about you, or you can talk about you. What do you want me to do?
I like both. I like to be talked about.
Oh, well, let me tell you.
No, she wants to talk about them.
Oh my goodness. Well, I can tell you that Amy you are one of the most soulful humans I've ever met. You are an amazing, she is. I should be talking to you because you are the people that are asking, who are these people? Let me tell you, this beautiful lady is one of the most soulful singers, storytellers, entertainers, and eyewitness of all kinds of outrageous things you can find in your life. She doesn't just sing a song, she reinvents it. And I love the fact, Amy, that you don't just take a song and repeat it. Everything I hear you sing, you make it your own.
Well, back when I was younger, people would say, why? Well, because I'm older, I've been doing this for 30 years. They would say, why don't you have original songs? Why do you have original songs? The thing is my original songs, when I would try them, would be very sad. It's really weird. They would be very sad. So I said I wasn't going to do it. In fact, I said I want to take music that people know and change it up a little so that you still recognize it, but you're like, oh my God, I love that version. Or I heard it on the radio, but I loved your version better. To me, that's taking something that's already exists and making it into something new and different. Almost like when you take a piece of furniture and you rehab it into something beautiful, even though it's maybe 50 years old, 100 years old. Like some of these songs, especially like when I'm doing the 80s show, you think about these songs are like 45, 50 years old. And I do a spin on them. And that's what I try to do. I also like to take songs that are current and kind of put them in a style that like is me, because I'm not a different. Like I said, I'm Amy Armstrong. I'm not any kind of person. I'm not trying to be. The good thing is when you're yourself, you can sing anything you want to sing, and that's the beautiful part about it. And I'll never stop doing that. And I'm just glad that I can reinvent myself again and again because I didn't think after 30 years that's possible, but it is.
Now, how about you, Sargento? Do you want to talk about yourself or do you want me to talk about you?
You talk about me.
Like, mira, mira. Well, first of all, I would love to decipher the very unique relationship that you have with your shaving machine. No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, you know
No,
what? The one in charge is the one that got the award of best barber this year, Eric
Stop it.
Velasquez from La Barbería PV. Yes.
I love it. Now, you know what? What I love about you, Sargento, is you arrived in Puerto Vallarta not too long ago, and my sense, and I could be wrong, is that you came here and you were like, this is what I like, this is who I am, this is what I do.
Eat it.
Well, I was gonna say get used to it, but
Wow.
but yeah, eat it.
In a very nice way. Please come and see our show. I don't know what happened here. These two are like off the rails.
Let's go get a room. No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You are such a breath of fresh air, Sargento, in the world of entertainers here in Puerto Vallarta because you break molds. And I think that you and Amy together, well, separately, you've been breaking molds. And when I found out that you guys were going to collaborate, I was just so freaking happy to hear. And I certainly hope it's not the only time. Now, what else are we missing here? What should people know about the performance so that they will rush out and go get tickets? Or do you want to add to and talk about yourself?
Mande? No. You were right. Where you
I was
said about
right?
me. Yes. I do what I love, and I apparently it shows, and I'm gonna keep doing that. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you. Nice words. Thank you.
Thank you. So what should people know? What are we missing here about the specifics of the show?
About this show. It is the first time we haven't done. I've been performing at her shows, but we haven't performed together at all. And actually, when we decided we were doing the show, we haven't sing together at all until we had a rehearsal. And when I heard us, I was like, okay, we sound good, bitch. Yes, we do. Yes. No,
As humble as possible, but we rock. That's what I was saying.
no, and the song choice I think covers a lot of generations. The arrangements are really fun. It's gonna be fun. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be really, really fun.
And we have fun stories to tell you. It's fun stories as well, and so do I. And both of our styles are very different. I'm going to tell you this. He is very he practices everything to the, and just has it down pat. Me, I'm like, let's try this or try this way or do this. And I mean, I know in the beginning he was like, what the hell, like hippie lady. And I think now he realizes that's a good combination for both of us. And yeah, I do have a different style than he does, but we meld very well together. And the communication between us is very good when we have to talk about something. And that's the key, I think, to a lot of stuff. And I'm just so freaking proud of him and everything he's done that every time he gets something, I'm like, I know you rocked it apart. I'll tell you this. He brought Garbo's sing-alongs on Wednesdays up the bar on that one, making sure people could have the lyrics in front of them, like on their phone. That's something people weren't doing. And this Mentiras experience, no one's really tried something like this where he's explaining it and also singing it in Spanish and English and helping us explain this. He was talking about this in his car a couple of years ago. I'll never forget it. And he kept saying, I know I'm going to do this. I want to do this. This is something that I think people will really enjoy. And he was explaining all the characters to me, and I was entranced. I was just like, yeah, yeah. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, you followed through. A lot of people talk a big game. You know this. People will talk a lot. I want to try to do this or this or this. And I have a ton of ideas too, but to get them out there and really get it done. And that's what I thought was so incredible about him. So I wanted to perform with him. He had a lot of people that did want to perform with him. So I was just waiting my turn. And I mean, I'm one of those people that if I want you to be in the show, I'm like, come on, let's do this together. I think it'll be fun. And that's my biggest thing. It's not about, look, I'm very good about practice. I try to get things down, but I want everybody to have fun. That's the main thing for the 20th is what I want. To start off Gay Pride Week with a sense of let's enjoy this. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy each other. No like bitchiness or like someone being catty like that. You can do that not on my show. Like enjoy that afterwards if you want to. I want you to have a good time while you're with us. And I say this like it's Gay Pride Week, but that doesn't mean if you're straight you can't come see the show. You can. I promise the show will not make you gay.
Oh,
Now next door at Studs it might, but not for our show. But I don't know. Sargento is wearing a couple of risque outfits, so who knows? I don't know. I mean, he was telling me about a harness. I was like, girl, that's for you. I have a good support bra, but I'm glad that you're doing something like that. So, but I think people are going to enjoy it and laugh, and I hope we can do something else or even bring back this show. You never know. But I just know this. If you're going to, this is a once in this is just one show, and we don't know if we're ever going to do this again. So you should get your tickets just to see this because we don't know if we'll ever bring it back again.
there you go. This is Happy on May the 20th at
Nacho
Nacho Daddy. At what time?
7:30.
7:30.
It is such a pleasure to have you both here. It is such a pleasure to connect with you. I'm just going to leave it at that. Don't miss the show. And if you happen to not be available for this show, follow them. Follow them because they're both terrific at what they do.
So he has Wednesday Garbo sing along.
There you go.
He's doing the Mentiras experience coming up this Sunday. I'm doing a show tonight. I'm doing a show on Wednesday and Saturday next week. So I'll be doing the show Tuesday with him, then Wednesday and Saturday with Eugenia and Mimi. And after that, there'll be one more week, and then I'm gone. I go to the States for a while. So I'm just happy that I'm here still and happy to be here for Pride. So happy Pride, and I love you guys.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining me. And
Thanks for having us.
I'll see you on the 20th, if not sooner.
Thank you, Paco.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paco.
And you can tell I hated that interview. No, I'm just kidding. I love these two, and I love their energy together and separately. And it's a pleasure to connect with them, and it's a pleasure to help people connect with wonderful local performers such as Amy and Sargento. And now let's go back to the comments, and let's go back to our collection of senior moments. Let's see. We start with lots of great good mornings as usual. Thank you very much. Let's see. Well, I had already put that up, but oh, please. I have senior moments almost daily, but who's counting? I hear ya. Oh, this is from our dinner the other night. Hi, Betsy. Special thanks to Paco and friends for that wonderful dinner at Rico Indian. Wasn't that fun? I truly, truly enjoyed it. And I got a really nice note from Monish, the owner of Rico Indian, showing a lot of appreciation. How nice to show people a new place, enjoy great food, and help a local business, in this case a restaurant, through what can sometimes be a challenging summer. My pleasure. Stan says that is a super senior moment, like Aztec moment. You know, I've had senior moments before, but today was just like, whoa. I love it. Let them come. I don't care. I enjoyed myself. Well, not really. Well, yes, I did. Yes, I did. It is what it is. Let's see. Mary in YouTube says, senior moments. Welcome to my world. I love it. No, stop it. Angelica says, I have been putting the TV controller in the fridge. That was very hard to find. I love it. Yay. Welcome, senior moment. Harold says, we've all had senior moments, even if we don't remember when. And Larcito says, I love all these senior moments. Us cluster members have, we are all in the same boat. Absolutely. And I feel very comfortable, and I'm glad some of you do too, in sharing these slices of our lives with one another. Let's just see. Oh, don't get me started. That was a precious senior moment, Logan, and you're not even a senior. Logan was supposed to represent coffee and headlines on the opening of the new Triste Hotel, and he was going to interview Jennifer Coolidge for us, but he wrote it down on the wrong day, and that was Logan's senior moment. So we could have had a lovely interview with Jennifer Coolidge, an exclusive for Coffee and Headlines, and we didn't have it. It's not the end of the world. It's a senior moment. Let's see. Betsy says, senior moments. I have 2 appointments tomorrow for which I received notices. One came in on email. Fine, no problem. I spent 20 minutes searching for the second notice. Finally found it on WhatsApp. That's a senior moment. Happens to me very frequently. And Logan self-corrects. He had a muffin moment. And I would have to agree with you, Muffin. That was definitely a muffin moment. Stan says, my senior moments involved diapers. Not kidding. Well, I'm not going to go there, but maybe it's the diapers for the pugs. I don't know. Let's see. Laura says, I love this. I put on 2 different shoes and thought, why do my feet feel weird? Don't be in a hurry to go to work. Oh, cosita. I love it. I love it. That's very funny. I'm laughing with you, not at you, my friend. Keith Habidou. Good morning, everyone from Sarnia, Ontario. 24 Celsius with humidity today. Love your show, Paco. I love that you connect. Keith, thank you for watching us on YouTube, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's see what else. Devin says, I've had some senior moments and I'm not a senior yet, or is 55 considered a senior? Devin, I've been having senior moments since I was in my 30s. So, you know, as long as we're not offending anyone, and I sure hope we're not offending seniors watching, you know, it happens to the best of us. It's all good. Let's see what else we have. What? Angelica, I went one Sunday to church with different kind of boots, both black, but felt funny. One was a little bit higher than the other. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. And I think the rest of the comments have to do with Amy's and Sargento's interview. We are so looking forward to the 20th, says Muffin. Amy and Sargento are a match made in cabaret heaven. You know, it is going to be fun, and I'm happy to be there, and I hope to connect with anybody that is going to be at the performance. Once again, thank you very much for keeping us company. Thank you very much for supporting what we do. Thank you very much for spreading the word. And thank you very much for being such an awesome cluster. I will be back tomorrow, not pre-recorded, but I will be back tomorrow morning for more coffee, more headlines, more fun, and more stories. Have a great Friday.